Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Today we're going to have our discussion on neural network, and we're going to make use of binary data, okay, for this exercise. So I'd like to maybe this is a good also introduction for artificial neural network. Control C. Let me share this reference with you. Let's take a look at this first, okay? Because I find this very helpful. This site, because this is created in R, and you can copy the code, and the data set is this one, the breast cancer data. So you can actually follow along. Okay, this one. So this is the site here. Artificial neural network using R by Sukma Anindita. Okay. So it gives us a discussion of what an artificial neural network is, and then it gives us an example. The data that was used it came from Kaggle, and I shared it with you, the breast cancer. So you can actually copy this code. Okay, make sure you just, of course, you know how to make sure if you want, you can just use the data set name. Okay, and then just follow everything, the code. Then you'll be able to follow along. Okay, so this is a good introduction to artificial neural networks. Okay, the good thing about this one is that here the data is also categorical. Well, in comparison to what we're going to do now. Okay, so I strongly suggest that you copy the codes here and then go through the process. Okay. All right, so let's now use the data that we're going to use for our discussion now. We're going to use the binary data that I shared with you. So you can just call it data. And then if it's loaded in your project, then if you find it here, then you can just give the name of the file. Let me just share that with you. So assuming that your data is loaded in your project, whether it's your ANN or machine learning project, whatever. So let's run this and try to see what this data is all about. Okay, structure ng data. So you can find here just 4 variables, no? Admit, GRE, GPA, and rank. If you watch the logistic regression class that sorry, hindi pala. So sa regression class pala yan, no? So this is a classification model. We're going to predict yung admit, GRE, rate to, no, grade ng whatever, no, sorry, nakalimutan ko yung GRE. GPA also is the GPA of the student when he applied in this university. And rank, the rank is the rank of the school where the student came from. 1 means very high, 4 means the lowest, no? 2 is medium. 3 is low medium. So we'd like to predict yung admission sa isang university given GRE, GPA, and rank. Okay, so now so let me go back to that site. Let's just use some of the information here. Okay, so this is an example of an artificial neural network model. Yung input dito, class, these are your features. These are your independent variables. And this is your output layer is your, well, dalawa to, no? It should be your dependent variable. In our case, isa lang to. And these are your hidden layers. So the hidden layers can be 2 levels or 3 levels. No? So mas complicated kung 2 or 3 levels. We're just going to focus maybe on 1 or 2. So what's an ANN? What's an artificial neural network? Computer simulation siya of the human brain. Okay? So in its most basic form, because truly, wala talaga, ano, I don't think a computer can really, I don't know, approximate how the brain really works. So ito parang simulation lang siya ng isang normal na brain, okay, that can adapt to, ang brain kasi natin can adapt to different and changing environments and learn new things. So itong artificial neural network seeks to imitate or mimic how a brain functions. So kaya niyang kaya niyang matuto, kaya niyang mag-adjust. The brain has incredible capacity to evaluate partial, ambiguous, and fuzzy information and generate its own conclusions. Okay, so quickly, ang ANN natin, artificial neural networks, meron siyang input layer, hidden layers. Okay, it fits between the input and the output. Okay, it could be a single layer or several layers, yung hidden layers natin. And an output layer that usually contains a neuron. Okay, its output is in the range of 0 to 1. Okay, so dapat 0 to 1 yung output natin, no? Or more than 0 and less than 1. However, several outputs are possible. Okay, so anyway, so ito yung exercise na to, no? The data used here is I have already provided to you. So pwede nyong gawin tong data na to as an exercise. All right, so let's go now to our data, yung admit data natin. Okay. Now, before anything else, pag nag-ANN tayo, dapat yung data natin should be normalized. So what do you mean by normalized? When you say normalized data, dapat yung data natin should be between 0 and 1. Okay? So if we take a look at the histogram of yung GRE natin, for example, ang plot ng histogram niyan, class, tinan nyo. So it's between 200 and 800. So therefore, this is not normalized, no? Kasi ang normalized data dapat between 0 and 1. But we can, of course, change it. So i-convert muna natin data natin. So the first step in ANN is to convert your data from the regular data into a normalized data. So here, I'm creating this object. Data pa rin, papalitan ko si GRE, no? Si GRE. So ano yung formula? So it's the actual data minus the minimum data divided by the maximum data minus the minimum data. So ito constant to class, di ba? Kasi iisa lang naman yung yung maximum data ni GRE. Okay? In other words, if I let's say maximum ni data GRE, its maximum is 800 as shown in the plot and its minimum is papalitan natin, baguhin ko lang to minimum. Okay, 220, no? So this one, the denominator is constant, 800 minus 220. So ito, class, ang nagbabago lang dito si GRE mismo, no? So it's data GRE minus the minimum, minus 220 divided by 580. Okay, so let's run this now. If you take a look at our GRE data, data natin, no? View natin, data. The GRE would have now values between 0 and 1. Yan, class, tinan nyo. Ayan. Ito yung maximum kanina to. So between 0 and 1 na yung mga GRE values natin. So that we have to do also with our GPA and our rank. Okay? So normalize also si GPA at saka si rank. Alright, sige, I'll just get water, class. So I'll give you a few seconds to do that. Okay, so I hope you got you were able to normalize the data. So let's see the data again. Hindi ko pa na-run pala, sorry. Let me run this. Okay, there. Okay, so normalize yung data natin. Si admit hindi na kasi 0 and 1 lang naman talaga yan. Okay. So let's partition the data now. How many observations do we have? We have 400 observations, and we will split the data into training data and testing data, just like what we did in our decision trees. So let's set that seed. Pareho natin set that seed. Okay. And then let's call, ito yung PD natin dati, no? Yung ano natin, yung partition data. I'll just call it ind. Okay, index sample 2 and row ng data natin replace is equal to 2, and then let's have 70/30. Check. 400 times 70, that's 280, and 400 times 30%, that's 120. That's okay. Okay, and then we create the trained data set and the test data set where we subset yung ind is equal to 1, pupunta kay trained data set. Okay, kasi 70% siya. Kay testing naman, ind is equal to 2. Okay, I'll let you type that kasi madali lang naman yan, class, and kaya-kaya nyo yan. So once you're done with the splitting of the data, test and train, kindly chat please. Yes, so that I know if I'll continue. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. So similar lang to dun sa ano natin, no? Ang naiiba lang sa artificial neural network is that you have to normalize your data. So ni-normalize natin siya by the actual data minus the minimum divided by maximum minus minimum. Yung denominator will be fixed, it will be constant. Okay, good. Thank you. All right, so let's continue. Now we're going to make use of the neural net package. Okay, so, and Control C, share ko na lang din. Tanggalin nyo na lang yung ano kasi malamang hindi nyo pa na-install to. Just remove the question mark there, the hashtag there. Okay, kindly run it. And then I'll leave you guys to explore what neural net is, no? Dapat inaaral nyo rin, tinitingnan nyo. But in the interest of time, class, I'll just stick to the coding now. When you're done loading neural net, kindly chat again. Thank you. Wait for the others. Okay, good. All right. So I have here, class, what the neural net function looks like. Let me just share this with you. Some notes about it, Control C. I hope okay siya. Yeah, okay. And then here, for your references. Let's read through some of this. So ito yung syntax class ng ano no ng neural net. Marami siyang parameters, but we're not going to use everything there. So ito yung formula natin, yung regression formula natin, yung data natin, tapos ilan yung hidden. Okay, and then there are some other factors here which we're not going to look into. Okay? Ito yung sabihin natin pag medyo mas complicated na, mas gusto nating i-fine-tune yung network natin. Alright, itong hidden na to, let me just explain that, class. Pag hidden is equal to 1 means there's means one hidden layer with one neuron. Okay? Hidden is equal to 5 means one hidden layer with 5 neurons. Ano ibig sabihin ng class? What does that mean? Papakita natin mamaya, no? Hidden is equal to 2, 3. 2 hidden layers with 3 neurons respectively. Okay? And hidden, okay, 3, 1. Ano ibig sabihin nito? Pag 3, 1. 2, mali ito ha. Mali ito dapat may, sorry class, may 2 dapat to. Kindly correct na lang class. Yung first number will be the hidden layers. And then the second, 3 and 1 will mean the neurons, no? The neurons for each layer. 2 to 1 means, mali. Ay, wait, sorry. 2, 2 and 1. Apologies. Okay. So, usually class, paano natin malalaman yung number of nodes? Usually, ang ginagamit na formula is the square root of n, where n is the number of independent variables. So, pag mas maraming features, maraming independent variables, mas maraming nodes ang pwede ma-produce. Okay, and then I shared with you a good article on the number of neurons and layers. Okay. So, sige, punta na tayo dito class sa ano natin. I leave it to you class to explore more yung kung ano yung mga nuances ng neural net na function. So let's now create this one. I'm going to share it with you in the interest of time. Okay. So set that seed, no? Since random to mag-randomly generate ng mga ng neurons to, no? So we're creating this first model N1. Set that seed natin, pareho-pareho na lang tayo. Neural net, and then this is our formula. The admit variable, yung 0 or 1, kasi yun ang gusto natin i-predict, is associated with GRE, GPA, and rank. Remember, these are now normalized data. No? And in data natin is equal to train. Hidden is equal to 1. Okay? One hidden layer lang tayo with one neuron. Okay, and then error.function, usually ito yung default cross entropy. Okay, pwedeng SSE din. So, tingnan nyo lang class kung ano yung difference ng CE, for example, at saka SSE. And then linear.output is equal to false, which is the default, no? Default activation to. Linear.output is equal to false. All right. So, a good way to start yung number of hidden layers is square root of n. Square root ng ano natin, ng n is the number of features or independent variables. So square root of 3, that's 1 point something, no? So nagsimula muna tayo sa hidden layer. If there were, for example, 4 features, then square root of 4, then maybe we could have tried 2, yung hidden layer. Of course, class, pwedeng try natin sa 1, tapos 2. So this is more of a, let's say, parang maraming simulations ang pwede natin gawin dito. So let me run this. Okay, N1. All right, ay sorry, hindi ko pa nararan tong ano. Okay. Hindi ko pa nararan tong data partition. Okay, there. Now let me run this. May model na tayo, N1, no? So that should appear here. Dito sa ano natin. Actually, nag-run pa siya, sorry. Kala ko tapos na. There. Okay, andito na siya, class. So it's also a list. Just like yung random forest natin kanina. Ayan. Okay? Ito error factor natin, etc. Alright? So let's take a look first at our model. So yung names ng model natin is, ito yung mga outputs, no? Ayan, dyan yung weights, dyan yung model list natin, response, etc. So let's now plot this. Plot natin si N1. Okay, stop muna ako class, baka hindi pa kayo nakakahabol. Kindly chat please if you're done. Sorry if I'm going too fast. Okay, good, thank you. Thank you. All right. So, i-plot natin class kung ano laman nitong N1 na to, yung model natin ng neural net. Okay, and there's your first ANN class. Yan. Okay, ito yung measure ng error. Okay, and it took the model 11,977 steps to generate this. Okay, so ito yung inputs natin, di ba? Input, hidden, isa lang yung hidden natin. Tapos, ito yung output natin. Okay, so let's say, paano kung iniba natin to, no? Baguhin lang natin to. Hidden C11. Okay? Okay, what would have happened, class? Diba sabi natin dito, no? Yung hidden, diba? So what does this mean? 1, 1, 1. Run natin to. And then, i-plot natin. Okay? And then, ipa-plot ko siya, class. Anong difference sa 1 tsaka 1, 1? Okay. So you have here our 3 inputs. Tapos ito yung hidden natin. Tapos ito yung ano niya, yung node, no? Okay? And then this is our output. 1, 1. So if we change this into, experiment lang natin ha, para I want to show you kung ano nangyayari kung 2, 1, no? Kung 2, 1 siya, then i-run ulit natin. Okay, as we stated here, di ba? Anong ibig sabihin nito? What's the meaning of 2, 1 ngayon? Still running. Yan, okay. Then i-plot natin. Okay. Hidden. Tapos yung node natin. So if we make this, last example, gawin natin 3, 2, 3, 2. Wait. 3. Sige, anyway. Still running. So the more hidden and the more nodes and hidden layers class, mas matagal yung pag-compute. Ito, tinan nyo, no? Kanina, 11,000 steps siya. Ngayon, 30,000 steps. And you find the error here. I'm sorry, hindi natin nakuha yung detail ng 1 kanina, no? I think the error was low, was higher. You can see now that having more nodes, having more hidden layers will actually make the computation longer. So tinan niyo yung computation niya dito mas mahaba na. So if you have a more complex data, kunyari you have 15 features, you can just imagine kung it will take time really, no? A bit of a computing time. How about in your case class? Still computing? Okay, tapos hindi pa nag-converge, no? Did not converge in 1 of 1. Okay, so ibig sabihin hindi siya nakakita ng solution if I print this. Okay, wala, no? Wala, hindi siya nakapag-converge. Ibig sabihin, the model, yung 3-2, hindi pa pwede dito sa data natin. So let me just do 2-2. Let's see if this will work. Okay. Yan. Okay, nag-work siya, no? Okay, nag-generate siya ng ano ng object na N1 tapos i-plot natin. 2-2 siya, no? There. Okay. 2 hidden layers with 2 nodes. All right. So, ang question nito, notice na bumaba yung error, di ba? 152, pero 22,000 steps. So the more hidden layers and nodes there are, the more steps there will be. Tapos possibly pwedeng bababa yung error. But sometimes it might not converge, no? Pwedeng hindi mag-converge yung error kung masyado nang complicated. Okay, so let me go back to yung ano natin kanina, yung 1 lang, yung very simple lang na model natin. Isang hidden node lang. Okay. So this is just for explaining. Okay, notice that the error is greater, no? 161. Steps 11,000. Yung kanina, yung 222, the error was 152 and then 22,000 steps. Okay, so let's just focus on that. Okay, so plinat natin yung inputs natin, GRE, GPA, and rank. The first 3 nodes is collectively called the input layer. Okay, lagyan ulit natin dito. Para katabi siya ng ano, ng notes natin. Okay? So this is our input layer, di ba? 3 inputs. Yung GRE, no? GPA, and rank. And then you have, collectively, this is called your input layer. The last one, admit, this one can admit. This is our variable this is our target variable. Okay, that's our outer layer. And then between the input and the output is our hidden. In this case, isa lang yung hidden node natin dito. Okay? Now, the nodes are completely connected. So lahat ng mga nodes ito, connected dito, and then ito connected dito. If you notice kanina yung, sayang hindi ko na-save yung plot, no? Yung 2-2 kanina class, yung 2-2, So may dalawa dito, di ba? Tsaka may dalawa dito. You have another one here. So each of the nodes are connected to each of the nodes. Tapos dito naman, dalawa din dito, connected. Yung mga nodes dito, connected sa lahat dito. Okay, yung dalawa dito, ano? So all the nodes are connected. Okay, completely connected sila. Between the layers, yung inner, yung hidden, at saka yung outer. Okay, the numbers connected the nodes are called the weights. Okay, ito class, no? This one, node to node. Okay, weights yan. Node to node, node to node, node to node. Those are the weights. Okay? And the values on the blue line correspond to intercepts. So, parang model siya, no? Yung equation. This one class. And this one. Okay, we will explain that in a while, no? Right? The values on the blue line correspond to intercepts, okay? Just like in regression, error is 161.16 and it took 11,977 steps. All right. So, ano nagamit nito ngayon? So, itong model na to, class, gagamitin natin for prediction. Okay? For prediction. Now, the last time I used this, yung compute class deprecated na, no? But I'm surprised kasi kanina ginamit ko, gumana pa rin siya. So let's sige, I'm going to share this with you. Control C. Sabay ko na to. Control C. Okay? So what does this generate? Let's use yung old na function, okay? Compute. So we have an output 1. Okay. Wala pa ba? Ay, sorry. O nga, no. Thank you, Louie. I forgot. Ito nga pala. Thank you. Control C. Yes. Okay. All right. Yun ang notes ng plots natin, no? So, as of course, class, pag nagmo-model tayo, gagamitin natin yan sa prediction. Tapos, i-compute natin yung errors, no? Parang yung kanina sa random forest. Yun naman ang objective natin eh. And again, the metrics, yung MAE, MSE, R squared, will be compared to the other models. So kung MSE ang gagamitin natin, the lower the MSE, the better the model is. Diba? Okay, so as an exercise for you, use the data that we work on kanina, yung pre-COVID at saka COVID, and then gamitin yung class dito sa using A and N. Actually, ganun na yung finals nyo, no? So that's how your finals will look like. All right, so let's see if this will work, no? It worked a while ago, yung compute, no? Although ang sabi ni predict na yung bagong ginagamit. Deprecated na raw tong si Okay, anyway, let's plot this. Control enter. Okay. Okay, so what do we have here? Ito yung output 1 natin. And you can see here, okay, dalawang neurons, di ba? You can see here, neurons number 1. Okay, and then number 1 to, no? And then neurons number 2. There. Tapos yung net result. Ito. Okay, as we go along, I'll explain kung ano itong mga numbers na to, no? Alright. This is not really that important to us. Ang gusto natin talaga yung final na output. Kasi itong ANN class, it's just like a black box. So may mga computation na ginagawa yung machine learning model natin na to, which we don't know. No? Kaya ang tawag sa kanya black box. You put in the data there, tapos i-generate niya yan. Alright? So here are, okay. So may error. Alright, so in your case, Therese, ito gamitin mo, subukan mo to, no? So mukhang deprecated na dun sa version ng, I don't know, ng R Studio mo or R. But use this please, subukan mo to. Gawin mo na rin output 1, no? Output 1 para pareho lang. Okay, and then we're using predict. Then the model is N1. And take note class, okay, tinatanggal natin yung una, yung admit. Because that's what we're predicting. If I run this, output 1 din ang papangalan ko. Okay. Ang pinakita lang niya, hindi niya pinakita lahat, no? So, some ano lang, some dito kasi sa compute kanina, wait, head lang pala to, no? Okay, I stand corrected. Gawin ko siyang output na lang din. Okay, same thing, no? Same thing lang ng kanina. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Mer. So, Therese, yung kanina yung compute hindi nag-work sa'yo, no? Yung predict lang.
Yes po.
Okay, so talagang deprecated na siya. Pero sa akin, ano nag-work pa rin. I don't know why. Baka, I think I should, baka, baka, yung neural net ko kasi matagal na yon, no? Matagal ko na na-load siya. Baka kailangan i-update ko. So if I update it, malamang baka mag-error na siya dito, no? Kasi I might be using the lower version of neural net. Okay? So ito yung laman ng output 1 natin, neurons, at saka if you take a look at this one, dito, output 1 natin, no? N1, sorry. N1 is a list of 14. Okay, so if we get the names of output 1, bakit nag-null siya? Wait lang. Here. Ay, sorry. Okay, sa compute, dito, no? Using the compute function, nag-null na. Bakit deprecated na ba? Okay, sa inyo class, ano nangyari dun sa names ng output 1? What's your result?
May neurons and net dot result po sa akin, sir.
Okay, sandali lang class ha, nawala yung recording ko. Wait. Hindi, sorry, yung kanina pala yun. Okay, sorry, I got confused. Yung first, yung ano pala siya, yung random forest. Okay, ano meron sa inyo? Sorry.
Sa akin po, sir, lumabas neurons tapos net dot result.
Okay. O, sa akin din pala. Naglalag lang class yung ano ko, sorry, naglalag. Kanina nag-null eh. Tapos ito lumabas ulit, neurons at saka net dot result. So tingnan natin class kung ano yung laman ng ano. Let's see what's inside yung net result. Okay. Okay. So ito yung net result, no? 0.377, 0.66. Tapos tignan natin yung trained data set natin, compare natin yung first 6 observations nila. Okay. Tignan natin class, no? So net result, ito 0.377, tapos 0.66, 0.14. These are probabilities. So, ibig sabihin class, ang prediction niya sa number 1, observation number 1, 0. So, hindi matatanggap kasi less than 0.05 eh, less than 0.5. Dito sa number 2, 0.66, ang actual data is 1, ang prediction niya is 1. Okay? So, everything here class sa net that result are actually probabilities. Okay? And if the probability is 0.5 or more, 1 yun. Okay? And if it's not, if it's less than 0.05, then 0 yun. So yung net result natin class, okay, let me just print everything dun sa net result para ma-appreciate, makita lang natin, no? Okay. As I said here, binigay ko na ba sa inyo to? So, paano po pag null sa names? Dapat hindi eh. Kasi pag null sa names, ibig sabihin walang laman yung output mo. Check ko dito Teresa. My question is in Teresa. Control Enter. Okay. So yung output ko dito, ang ginamit ko yung predict, no? So names. Okay, nag-null nga. Pag predict ang ginamit, no? Nag-null siya. Pero i-check na lang natin Teresa, paki-check ano yung output 1 mo if you're using predict. Is it this one?
Yes, sir.
So ito siya, no? Okay, so if I view this, ang output 1, ito. So you have this,
Yes, sir.
Okay, so okay lang na hindi nag-null siya nung laman ng ano, no? Anyway, andi dito yung laman ni output 1 natin, no? Yan, no? Ito yung mga predictions. Okay, so again, yung predictions ito class, it will predict whether ma-admit yung student or hindi. If it's less than 0.5, 0 yan, no? And if we compare it with our data, yung unang data natin class is 0. Okay, wait. Nag-split ng data pala tayo. Asan yung train data set natin? Train kasi yung ginamit natin. Train. Okay, so 1. Yung train data set natin class yung output 1 natin, these are the predictions of our train data set. So if you're going to compare 0.37, that's less than 0.5. So ang prediction nito 0. Not admitted. No? Sa train data set natin, 1 admitted to. So mali tayo dito. No? Mali yung unang ano natin. Mali yung unang prediction natin. Yung pangalawa class, 0.66, so this is greater than 0.5. So tama ito, no? 1 siya admitted. And our trained data set says that that student was admitted. Okay? So ang binibigay sa ating class ng prediction is kung ma-admit ba o hindi yung student. Okay? Yun ang binibigay sa atin ng prediction, whether you use compute or yung predict. Okay? And as sa case nga ni Therese, na deprecate na, ibig sabihin ng deprecate hindi na ginagamit, no? Replace with predict na siya. Okay. Alright, so again class, yung output natin, ang ibibigay niyan, yung result, kung ma-admit ba o hindi. Okay? So, ito we answered, no? Probability kapag less than 0.5, not admitted yun. So, 0. Okay. All right. So, may question tayo dito, no? Although hindi naman natin talaga kailangan yung understanding nito. But anyway, sige. Okay, let's just quickly discuss it. Kasi saan nanggaling 0.377? Asan yung 0.377 na yan? Saan yung plot natin? Ito. Okay, nabago ba ako? Bakit yung notes ko dito? Yung net result natin. Wait, ha? Okay. Ayaw na niya, pero yung output na lang, no? Okay. So, ayaw niya ng net.result. So, anyway, yung head na lang ng output 1. Okay, so Therese, ganito gagawin mo, no? Kasi ayaw niya ng net.result kasi nga null, di ba? Null yung output 1 natin. Ito na lang. Kunin mo na lang yung output 1, yung head niya, yung first 6 observations. Ito yon, 0.377. So ang question kasi, saan nanggaling yan? I was trying to answer that here in this question. Okay? 0.377. Paano nakuha itong probability na to? So I discussed here, class, yung ititrace natin yung nodes 1, 2, and 3 going to node 4. Okay? So ito yun. Hindi ko napapakita kung paano i-compute, class, ha? Pero I just discuss. Ito yun, ano? Okay? Nodes 1, 2, and 3 going to this node 4. Kasi gusto natin malaman kung paano naging, paano naging 0.377. So here I explain how this was derived. Okay, unfortunately, class, we don't have the luxury of time, ano? So tingnan nyo na lang to, no? So trace nodes 1, 2, 3 going to node 4. Solve for the input and output of node 4. And then you use the sigmoid function to compute for the output for node 4. Ito. Okay. Ito yon, no? So 1 over 1 plus e to the negative input. Okay, so this is the formula. All right. So if you take a look at this, okay, ito yung equations, class. I'll just show it to you, yung code. Tapos sundan nyo na lang, class. It's easy to understand. So kasi ang gusto natin makakuha yung not really how to compute it. Okay? Kasi nagtatrust naman tayo dun sa computation ni no? Ano ko lang itong mga notes ko dito for your reference. And then, okay, ito, class, no? Si train 1, ito yung gusto natin i-predict, no? So in this case, mali tayo kasi 0.36, that's less than 0.5. So it means ang prediction natin for the first observation ng train data set is 0. So hindi ma-admit. But ang actual niya is na-admit, no? So copying ko na lang, class, tong kung nakalagay ko dito. Okay? And then ito. This is how it was computed, no? Control C, Control V. Okay. So tingnan nyo to, class. So ang input natin sa number 4, again, yung plot, class, no? Ito. So magkakaroon ng input dito sa node number 4, tapos output dito sa node number 5. Yung output natin is 0.30 plus, di ba? So I'm showing you here how this was computed. So ito yung equation na yun, plus. So 0.28344, saan ang galing yan? Ito. Yan. So 0.28344, parang sa regression sa class, imo-multiply mo ng GRE. Ano ba yung value ng GRE, class, yung sa unang-una? 0.75 yan. Okay, so you're going to multiply that 0.2344 times the GRE plus ano yung value ng nitong itong branch na to 1.35 tapos ito negative 0.87. So you use all of this and multiply it with the GRE, GPA, and rank, which is this one. Yan. So ito yung mga factors natin doon. Ito yung mga values ng ano natin, GRE, GPA, and then the rank, no? And then ipa-plus natin i-plus mo to, no? Plus 0.0455. Idadagdag natin as a constant yan, as an intercept. So that's the equation, this one. All right, then the result will be this one. Okay, tapos yung result na yan will be converted using the sigmoid, which is this one, no? Yung kanina class. The output will be 1 over 1 plus exponential negative na input. Okay, so here we computed for the input. Okay, compute nyo. Ay, nag-end weights pa, sorry. Ito dapat. So ito yung input number 4 natin, no? Okay, and then substitute natin dito sa formula na yan dito. Okay, 1 over. Okay, so ang sabi dito, ang value going to node number 5 is 0.76. Ito yan. Okay. So dun sa node number 4 class, it's 0.76, di ba? Tapos class, punta na tayo dito. Okay? So itong 85741 natin, i-multiply natin yan sa yung out number 4 natin, itong 0.377. No? Ano tayo? Okay? Out number 4 natin ito, sorry. And then plus yung intercept pa, yung negative 7.6 ito. So whatever you put out here, ipa-plus natin to, then that will come out here, which is now 0.33. Okay? So I just explained class anyway, hindi nyo naman iisa-isihin yan, ano? At least naintindihan natin class kung anong magamit nitong figures na to. So these figures are used in order to compute for the output. Okay? So each of the lines here have now yung synapses natin, may mga values sila. Gagamitin natin yan. Ang ultimate goal is to compute for the admit there. Okay? All right, so may question ba dito? Code, okay, ano yung code dito? All right, sige. Anong na-share ko sa inyo?
Yung
Saan?
sa to compute the output of node 4 ko.
Saan yung dulo ko?
Yung
Node 4?
175. Apo, 175.
175, okay. Doon ako natapos?
Yun po sir yung wala pa po.
Ito wala pa, sige. Okay, so one at a time, Control C. Chat. Control V. Okay. Tapos next. Ito. From node 4 to node 5. No? Control C. I-run nyo siya class and then you should get the results. No? Control V. Kasi pareho tayong model kasi nag-set that seed tayo. And then this one. Tama ko na to. Oopsie. Okay, yan. All right. So we now have the predictions, di ba? May predictions na tayo. Okay, so saan na tayo? We're done with this, no? Napakita na natin class kung saan nanggaling yung prediction na 0.377. Yun naman class yung pinaka-importante, di ba? That value there. The others, the other values that you see in our plot are used in order to compute for yung final output natin. Kung maa-admit ba o hindi. Okay? So saan nanggaling to class? Yun ang black box natin. So nag-generate si using artificial neural networks. So it's a black box. We really don't know what happened inside. Pero nag-generate na siya ng mga ganito, no? Okay? Nag-generate siya ng mga ganito. So as a way of exercise, you can subukan nyo yung 1-1. Okay? Anyway, hindi nyo naman i-compute yung output. I-compare nyo lang class. Dito na tayo, no? We're now going here to the confusion matrix natin. Okay. Now, okay, all right. So, for some of you, hindi nyo magagamit yung compute, no? Okay, so ang pwede natin gamitin dito is, okay, sandali we will have to modify this a bit. Kasi compute ang ginamit ko dito eh. Okay, pero ito na muna. Did I share this already with you? Itong function na to? Ito class?
Yes po, sir.
Share na. So kay Therese, baka magka-problema dito. No? Pero let me just go through this first. Therese, subukan mo rin kung okay ito. No? So here I'm creating this object output 1.train. So ito yung predicted values. No? Okay, so subukan natin i-run to. Hindi siya nag-run. Wait. Dapat mag-ano siya dito sa ano eh. Ito yung nagiging problema ko ngayon sa aking naglalag siya. Ayan, okay? So, it's okay. Anyway, naka-record to Teresa, no? Sorry, So, asan na yung output 1 train ko? It's a list of 2 class. Yan, no? Neurons at saka net.result. Mas maganda kasi yung compute kaysa sa ano eh. I will have to discover pa. Hindi ko pa na-check kasi yung old version yung ano ko, yung malamang yung neural net ko, no? So that's why it can still work on the compute. How about the others class? Nag-work ba yung compute nyo? Kasi kaloload nyo lang ng neural net, di ba? Tama ba, class?
Nag-load
please-
po sa akin, sir.
Nag-load sa'yo? Okay, good. Good. Okay, I hope the others nag-load din, ano? So in case yung case ni Therese, we will have to, Therese, tulungan kita hanapin natin kung paano mariresolve. At later na lang, next time na lang pero I'll keep that in mind, no? Tapos kung hindi pa rin mag-work sa'yo, i-chat mo ako please, no? Para tulungan kita i-resolve yan. Alright, so we're now creating this P1.train. So ano siya? Yung net result lang. Kasi yung output 1.train class, dalawang objects yan. List siya, no? Yung neurons at saka yung net result. Ang kailangan natin sa kanya yung net result. Okay. Or 3, tingnan mo to Pwedeng output lang, predict. Tapos, ito na yung gagamit mo sa kanya. Output 1 na. Wala na yung net result. Kasi yung predict, diba yung predict na ginamit natin kanina, yun na yun yung mga probabilities, no? Okay? So, take note class yung mga net.result. Ano yan? Mga probabilities yan. So we'll have to create another object. Ito, pred.1train. Mag-if else tayo, no? If yung P1.train natin is greater than 0.5, convert it into a 1. Otherwise, kung less than 0.5 siya, gawin nating 0. Okay, so we're now converting yung object natin na P1train. Okay? So i-run ko to P1train. Okay. Ano laman ng P1train na yan? Ito class. Yung mga probabilities, 0.37, 0.66. Probability siya. Okay? We don't need the probabilities. What we need is to convert this into ones or zeros. Okay, so ito yung object natin. Pred1.train. If P1.train is greater than 0.5, 1 yun, di ba? Otherwise, zero natin siya. So, i-run natin to. And then you can now see that pred1.train are now, yan. Ito na yung mga admit natin, no? 01001. Okay? And because pareho na sila class, pareho na yung laman ng ano natin, pred1.train at saka yung ano natin, yung actual dun sa train natin, we can now create a confusion matrix. Okay? So let's generate this tab1.train table ulit. Ang predicted value natin is this one. Pred1.train. Ang actual natin is train data underscore admit. There you go. So ito, we learned this already. Yung tamang prediction, tsaka mali, control enter. So this is our confusion matrix. Okay, 172 and 26 correctly specified, 17 and 66 misclassified. 70% yung accuracy niya, no? 30% yung inaccuracy. Then what we do, class, is test naman. Tingnan natin, class, kung sa test dataset, okay siya. So, i-share ko na to, Control C. So test dataset, yan. Alright, so this is the code. Output 1.test. Again, ginamit natin yung compute. Tapos, kukunin natin yung net result lang. Tapos, i-convert natin si pred.1test into ones or zeros. Okay, and then, again, the table. Okay, pwede natin i-run lahat to. Okay, so here we are, the confusion matrix. Okay, 70.629, halos pareho lang, class, no? Okay, so whether, in fact, mas mataas pa nga dito sa test data set natin. No? So, there was no difference between generating the model using the trained data set and also using the test data set. So, ibig sabihin maganda yung model natin na to kasi kaya niyang i-predict din yung new data. Okay? New data. Okay, so dito, class, dito, okay. What if increase natin ng 2? So I'll just share this with you. Control C. Subukan nyo na lang, class, no? Kasi dito, ang hidden node natin dito, dalawa na. Okay? So anyway, i-run na lang natin. Total, naka-record naman to, no? So here, binago ko yung ano natin, yung model natin. Ginawa kong hidden 2. Okay? So same pa rin. Everything is the same. I-run ko to. It might take a bit of time. Tapos ipa-plot natin. Okay, plot natin. Plot. And then again, ano yung gamit ng plot na yan? These values are now used to compute your output. Okay, tapos confusion matrix ulit tayo dito. Control C. Then Control V. Okay. Alright, so 2 hidden nodes na tayo, no? Mas lesser yung errors. And surprisingly, parang mas konti yung steps. Ano ba yung steps ng una? 11,000 ba? Okay, I'm not sure. Okay, so same thing, class. Co-compute natin using yung trained data set natin for our model N2, no? Neural network model natin N2. Tapos same thing, no? Yung ginawa natin kanina, mag-generate tayo ng predicted values, convert yung predicted values into 1 and 0, and then generate the confusion matrix, run natin, everything. So there you go. Okay. All right. You notice now that with the two hidden layers, mas nag-improve yung ano natin, yung predictive capability. Okay? So the more hidden layers and even nodes, no? It's probable that there will be a better predictive power. Okay? So as an exercise, pwede nyo gawin, class. Okay, papalitan natin to. So i-ano natin. Copy nyo na lang. Tapos i-test sa test dataset. Control C. Gawin natin sa test dataset. Ay, sorry. Not that. Mali. Nasa ilalim ako. Nasaan na ako? So yung sa train pala, no? So this is for the train. Ay, hindi, train. Sorry. Ito naman class, sorry ha. So, bahala na kayo dun sa ano, dun sa, marami pa pala akong ginawa dito sa, akala ko yun lang, no? Alright, yung two hidden layers ito, no? 1. Hindi. So na siya. Asan yung huli ko, class? Anong number? 2 yung una, di ba?
Nasa 238 po ata sir.
238, okay. Anyway, class, madali nyo nang ma-replicate to, no? Babaguhin nyo lang yung hidden. Diba? Ito. Hidden. 2. Here. Okay, and then, what I did here, class, nag-experiment pa ako on my own, no? Tinignan ko, class, kung what if, okay, ito ibibigay ko sa inyo kasi related to sa kanina, no? Control C. Now, take note here, medyo, ito yung ano, no, 2 hidden layers, Control B, for the testing data set. The test data set to. And correct me if I'm wrong, class, ha? This time, dun sa test data set niya, hindi maganda yung ano, result. 73 yung sa train, pero 63% lang yung sa test. Can you confirm, class, if tama, no? N2 yon. N2 yung model natin. Okay, and then, subukan nyo rin to, no? What if there were 5 hidden layers? Ito, ginawa kong 5, no? Okay? 1 hidden layer, tapos 5 yung neurons na. I stand corrected, class. I keep on saying 5 hidden layers. Hindi, no? Isang hidden layer, tapos 5 neurons. Okay, ito yan, no? 5. So pag isang number lang binigay, class, ibig sabihin, isang hidden layer lang yan. Pag dalawang number, yung una, yung hidden layer, yung pangalawa, yung neurons. No? So ito, obviously, this means 1 hidden layer and 5 neurons. Okay, so tingnan nyo to, no? If you run this, you have here, okay, 5 neurons here, no? Isang hidden layer. That's the plot. Tapos, okay, tapos, if you compute for the, ano, okay, let me just show you, class, kung ano yung nangyari. I-replicate nyo na lang to, no? Dun sa, yung sa ibang models ng A and N. Tingnan nyo ito. Yung 5 hidden layers, yung N5 natin, mas mataas yung ano, 74, no? 74%. Mas mataas siya sa kanina sa 2. Okay? And then, nag-iba ulit ako ng ano. Tapos dito, yung test data set dito, ang taas, no? Okay, so, ano ang hirap i-predict eh? Kasi kanina yung 2 lang, hidden is equal to 2. Mataas 73% yung sa train data set, pero 63 yung sa test data set. Unless na nagkamali ako, no? Dito naman, class, sa N5, 5 hidden layers, 1 hidden layer and 5 neurons. Ang result, 76% yung sa train dataset. Di ba? 74%, no? And then, yung correct, and then sa test dataset, mas mataas pa, 76% dito sa test dataset. Okay, so medyo, and then, ang ginawa ko pa dito, okay, nag-ano ako, 1 hidden layer and which with 1 node, no? Okay, 1 hidden layer with 1 node, ang plot niyan, ganito, 1 hidden layer, sorry. So dito, 1, 1, okay? Dalawang hidden layers, first and second hidden layers with one node each. Yan. Okay. And then if you try to see, hindi ko na kinompute dito, no? I didn't compute here. Tapos ito naman, 3, 2. So what does this mean, class? Dalawang hidden layers. Yung unang node, 3. Yung pangalawang node, 2. So ibig sabihin, class, kung 3, 2, 3, 2, 1 to, 3 hidden layers, no? Yung una, 3 yung nodes, tapos pangalawa 2, tapos pangatlo 1. So I stand corrected dun sa kanina, no? I got confused kanina dun sa, balikan ko lang yung class, just to correct myself. So, I'm sorry about that. Ito, class, no? So ito, class, 2, 3 means 2 hidden layers with 2 and 3 neurons respectively. 2, 3, 1 means 3 hidden layers to. I stand corrected here. 3 hidden layers with 2. Yung first hidden layer is 2 neurons. And then second hidden layer is 3. Tama pala yung kanina, no? And 1 neurons respectively. So itong 2 to 1, tatlong ano din to, no? Tatlong hidden layers. 2 hidden layers. Tapos, sorry. 3 hidden layers, no? Isa, dalawa, tatlo. With 2, 2, and 1 neurons. 2, 2, and 1 neurons. Alright? So, you can experiment, class, no? Tingnan nyo kung ano yung mangyayari, no? Dito I keep on nag-experiment pa ako ng iba dito. Dito, hidden is equal to 5, okay, etc. And try to see, class, kung ano yung maganda. Now, is there a way to identify kung ano yung may learning rate pa nga ako ditong ginawa, Kasi yung algorithm binago ko, back propagation. So, I leave that to you, class, to explore kung ano yung mga look at the help function, no? And try to see ano pa yung pwede yung i-manipulate dito sa and try to experiment with the data. Yun ang add in nyo sa sarili nyo, no? Trying to explore what else can be done with the ANN. Or so far yung nagawa natin, extensive na yun. Okay? So with that, class, I'll stop recording now.